Hey guys, ViscoseComb24 here, bringing you a real quick redstone tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build this. It is my compact 9x9 cave trapdoor. So as you can see, it all closes. When I go to the underside, you can see it doesn't have an underside, it's not double-sided, but this does give you a chance to look at the interesting slime structures I use to make the sides so small. When I go back on up to the front and flick the lever again, you can see it also all opens, and I'm actually pretty happy with how the speed has turned out for this thing. It's not too slow. This thing is 17 blocks wide, 24 blocks long, and 9 blocks tall. So it has a volume of 3,672 blocks. I'm really happy with how this thing has turned out. I actually used the layout for my first attempt at compacting the 9x9 cave door, called my compacted 9x9 cave door. Came out a little while ago. You might recognize the quint setup, side setup as well. So as you can see, I've already done the tutorial. I'm recording this after the fact, so there were a few mistakes that I made during the tutorial. Every now and then I would refer to this as the bottom of the door, this as the top of the door, and these as the sides of the door. In reality, they're all the sides of the door, but because this is the exact same layout that I would normally use for a 9x9 cave door, my brain just sort of went on autopilot and started referring to them as bottom, sides, and top. So that's just something to look out for in case you get confused. This was requested by Levitate Gamer, so I hope that this is helpful to you. And yeah, let's get into the tutorial. Also, really quick, the next part, my microphone was detached. Fortunately, I was able to fix this after about like 15 minutes of video, so I apologize about that. Hopefully you can bear the tapping of my fingers while the tutorial goes on. But yeah, let's get into the tutorial. So to get started on this door, you're going to want to place down an obsidian block. This is at the bottom middle of the front part of your door. Put an obsidian block there, a block of iron, or just 2 blocks of choice, 2 obsidian, 2 obsidian, 2 blocks of choice, and then 4 obsidian, 2 blocks of choice, and then another 4 obsidian, and then 2 blocks of choice and 2 obsidian this time. You can put blocks of choice there and there. Get out your slime. Put 5 slime there, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Get out some temporary blocks, put down 5 here. Break out those 4, and then put in your 4 sticky pistons, and then a 5th for your quintuple. Break out the temporary block. Put 2 temporary blocks up right there, and then put in your quads. There we are. Break that out. Then put 2 temporary blocks there and there. Put in your double piston extender and then start your triples. There we go. You can finish your triples now. Then put temporary blocks there and then your doubles. Break that out. Temporary blocks and then your doubles. There we go. Get out your pistons. Put 1 there and then 2 glazed terracotta. Another piston there. Cover it up. Put down 3 slime, then a block of choice, 5 pistons here, and then 5 blocks of choice. Put down 2 sticky pistons there and there. There we go. And then you can cover that up. Put down a total of 6 pistons there, and then you can now fill in the rest of this bit of your wall. And there you are. That's your layout all set up. For now, you can also put in that piston, 2 temporary blocks, sticky piston facing up, and then another sticky piston right there, 2 blocks. This corner is integrated into the wiring for your front bit. Put down 2 sticky pistons, sticky piston there, sticky piston facing up, and then sticky piston there, 2 blocks. And now, to get started on the wiring for your door, you're going to want to go down here, down 5 obsidian, and then a bunch of blocks all along here, just like so. These are the inputs for your extenders. On this side, put down 4 blocks and then 3 obsidian. There you are. Go down to your quintuple here. Put down a temporary block there, and then extend that out to here. Put down 3 observers, and then break out those blocks. And then create a zigzag pattern in front of all that, just like so. There we are. You can actually remove that and bring it down a block. Put 2 dust, and then 3 more. 3 tick repeater, 2 tick, and a 2 tick. Then get out torch, piston facing down, torch, and then 2 blocks, and then another 4. 1 up, like so. 4 tick repeater, 2 tick, and then 3 dust. This is just because your quad here gets refired by a repeater lock. Put a block right there, 3 tick repeater, block, 2 tick, and leave that as it is for now. Put blocks there, and then an obsidian block right there. 3 tick repeater, dust, dust, and then cut off the dust in those 2 spots. Now put down a bunch of blocks here. Get out your observers again. 1, 2, 3 observers, then break out the blocks underneath them. Then put a zigzag of blocks in front of them, just like so. 4 dust total, and you can move this down, put down a 5th. 3 tick repeater, 2 tick, and a 2 tick. Get out a torch, 3 blocks, 2 dust, and then a 3 tick repeater, just like so. Block there, obsidian, and then dust, dust, dust. And before you continue, I'm actually going to have you add in a little bit here. So break out that, and that. Go in here, place a sticky piston facing in, and then you can break out this obsidian temporarily to put an observer facing up. Replace your obsidian, and then put glass, and then replace everything else normally. Which I definitely messed up. There we are. 3 tick, dust, dust. Put 2 tick repeaters there, and then cut off the dust at those 3 spots. There we are. Put 3 temporary blocks, just like so, and then a sticky piston facing down right there with a block of redstone on its face. You can go over here and put a normal piston facing down, 2 torches to either side, and then a dust right there. Block, block up, block down, and then temporary block, sticky piston facing down with the redstone block on its face. 3 dust, and then you can go over here, put a piston facing down, and then 2 torches, dust. All of that will come later. Put a row of blocks here, going all the way back. 3 observers. Break the blocks underneath the observers, and then put a zigzag in front of them. And then that one is down. Dust, dust, 3 tick, 2 tick, 2 tick, and then a total of 4 dust all along here. Obsidian, 2 blocks, and before we continue, I forgot to do this, just like the other side. Put your sticky piston, and then your observer facing up, and then you need to replace these blocks of choice with glass or upside down slabs, up to you. Then replace your observer, obsidian, there we are. Dust, 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 and then pull out 2 tick repeaters, 2 tick, 2 tick, and then cut off the dust at those 3 spots. And now, once you've got that, you've got the extension for your quads in, and their retraction circuit logic in, as well as the quint, although no extension for the quint yet. Torch, 3 blocks, 2 dust, and then a 3 tick repeater, just like so. And once you got that, that's all set up. Go down here, put a sticky piston, observer facing down, and then block, 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 and then a 4 tick repeater, dust, 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 there we are. That's the extension for your quintuple. And while you're here, you can put an observer facing down to the back and up with dust, there we are. Put a temporary block there, 3 sticky pistons, and a 4th, and then put redstone blocks there and there. Fill in your walling. There we go. Fill in the walls. And yeah, you're all set. Go over here. Place down 3 blocks, just like so, and use these to position your 2 observers. Break out the blocks underneath them. Put a block there, and then create a little zigzag in front of them. Although over here, you're going to want to leave that one down and then put glass with dust on it. 2 more dust, 3 tick, 2 tick, dust, dust, don't cut off that dust, and then put a block, and then an obsidian block, 4 tick repeater right there, and then an observer facing into a block of choice, then an observer facing up, block, 2 down, 1 up, 2 tick, 2 tick, then a hopper, dropper, dispenser, or lamp right there, observer detecting it, running into a block. Then you can sort of mirror that all over to this side. So your 3 blocks, observers, break out the blocks underneath the observers, put blocks there and there, generate glass, block, block up, down, up, 2 tick, 3 tick, and then a total of 5 dust, just like so. Block, obsidian, 4 tick repeater, and then an observer facing into a block, observer facing up, block up, 2 down, up, 2 tick, 2 tick, and then over here put a dispenser, observer facing down into a block. There we are. Also, before I forget, put a 4 tick coming out from there, 4 tick coming out from there, block up, down, and then a 1 tick running into there. Break out that piston and that piston, put an obsidian, observer facing down, 3 tick, and then dust, block, dust. You can now replace your pistons, although this one might be a little fiddly. Let's quickly see if I can get this back in. There we go. Once you've got that, go over here, crouch, and place a sticky piston facing down with a redstone block on its face. Piston facing up right there, and then a torch on either side, if I can get out the torches. There we are. That's for your single piston extenders. Then 4 blocks, get out your dust and your repeaters. Put a dust right there, 4 ticks, 4 ticks, 4 ticks. Go over here, block up, down, down. 3 blocks in a corner, just like that. 3 dust, 4 tick, and a 2 tick. Dust there, block, block. Then a block, block up. Oop, messed that up. Block up, and then 4 down, dust, 4 tick, 4 tick, 4 tick, 2 tick there, and another 4 tick right there. Then you can mirror that all over to this side, so block up, down, 3 in a corner coming from that torch, 3 dust, 4 tick, 2 tick, dust, block, another block right there, block up, block up, block down, 2 more, 4 tick, 4 tick, 4 tick, 4 tick, and then a 2 tick dust right there. And then, so now that is your triple piston extender all set up and connected. Over here, put a sticky piston facing down with a redstone block on its face. Block right there. Dust, block, dust. Over here, you're going to want to take an observer output, chain of 4 observers facing down, just like so. 4 tick repeater, block, block, dust, block, dust, block. Block right there with a 2 tick, block right there with a 1 tick, block up, dust, and then a sticky piston right there for your corner piston. There we go. Oop. Put a block right there with a 3 tick repeater on it, and then observer facing in. Break out that block. Blocks just like so. Dust, dust, cut off the dust, and then a 1 tick repeater. That's to retract your corner block. And then you can mirror this all over to the other side, although actually, before you do so, go down here and put a block right there with dust, block, dust, and then you can break out this block, have an observer facing in, then replace your 3 tick repeater, have a piston facing down right there, then an observer facing up, go over here, block 2 blocks down, block up, block down, break out that block, 4 tick, 4 tick, 4 tick, and then an observer facing in right there. Now you can start mirroring everything to the other side. So go over here, put a sticky piston facing down with a redstone block on its face. Replace this with a glass block, like so. Block, block, dust, block up and then down, dust on those two. Have some observers there, and then put a 4 tick on top of this observer, then continue your chain down. There we are. 2 blocks down, block up, block down, break out that block, 4 tick, 4 tick, 4 tick. You can go into here, crouch and place an observer facing up, then an observer facing out, break out that block, replace it with an observer facing into the back of this piston, 3 tick, replace your 3 tick repeater, and then a piston facing down in front of it. Go up here, block, dust, dust, block, block. Oop, need to make those regular blocks. Dust, block right there, and then a 2 tick repeater. Block right there, 1 tick. Block up, dust. Sorry for the cave noise. I'll probably turn that down in post. Oh man. Your observer, block up, down, dust, and then dust right there, block, 1 tick repeater. When you flick this lever, you can see that your entire bottom is extended except for that 1 block. To get in that 1 block, go down here, dust, then put down block up, 2 down into a block up, then a down block right next to it, dust, 2 tick repeater, get in here and put down a 4 tick and a 4 tick block, 2 tick, then block, or 3 blocks, dust, dust, 1 tick repeater, and then a sticky piston with a redstone block on its face right there. You're going to need to break that out, and then there you go. So that's your entire bottom extending. Alright, so the last thing you need to do is, because of this piston staying extended too long, you have to lock the repeater here, this 3 tick. So to do that, put a torch, piston facing down, and then another torch, and that should lock it for an extra 4 ticks, giving you enough time to retract your piston. So now you can see your bottom is completely finished. Flick your lever once more, and you can see that it all retracts. The only thing left is this right there. And also, I forgot to put this block here, but that piston will retract once the block is in. There we are. So that 1 block right there is handled by this sticky piston, observer facing in towards the double piston extender here. You're going to want to go into here and then place an observer facing down, then another observer facing down, then a 1 tick repeater. And you can see that flattens your entire wall. So when you flick your lever, you can see it all extends, and when you flick it once more, you can see it will also all retract. So now to get started on your sides, first place a 9 block long row of blocks right there. 3 blocks, 3 obsidian, 3 more blocks, and then 3 slime. Put down 4 obsidian right here, and then 3 blocks, 3 more blocks, and then 4 more obsidian, block, 3 slime, 1 slime, and then you can put in 2 blocks right there. Go over here, put a temporary block, and then your 4 sticky pistons, if I can do it, there we are, and a redstone block there and there. 4 obsidian, 3 blocks, 3 more blocks, 4 more obsidian, block right there, 2 more blocks, then 3 slime and 1. Put 2 temporary blocks and then 2 sticky pistons for your double piston extender in the quad, and then the remaining 2 pistons for the quad. Put down 2 pistons right there, and then 3 sticky pistons for your triple, just like so. Ooh, there we go. 4 normal pistons, sticky piston right there, and then 2 temporary blocks, and use these to position your doubles. Break out your temporary blocks, and then put piston there and there. You can now fill in your wall. Put a sticky piston facing up there, temporary block, and then a piston facing in there and there. Break out the block. There we go. And so now that is your side layout ready for wiring. Put a obsidian block right there, 1 tick repeater, block right there, 3 tick repeater, and then an observer facing in right there, block up, down, and then get out dust, place dust right there. Get out your cauldron and water, sticky piston, cauldron, water, and then a block right there with a comparator.
torch, piston facing down, torch, block there, obsidian there, block there, sticky piston with a cauldron filled, then a 1-tick repeater and a 3-tick repeater, 3 blocks, 1 up, 2 down right there, then a 4-tick and a 2-tick. Get out dust and put dust right there. Block down with dust on it. Go over here, put a block there, obsidian there, sticky piston with an observer facing up on its face, block, block, 4-tick repeater, block, block up, and a 1-tick, block, block up, block down, 4-tick, and a 1-tick. Then to power that, a 1-tick repeater. Whoop, I accidentally placed the water. Fortunately, that won't break anything. 1-tick repeater right there. Put down 3 blocks just like so, temporary block, and 2 blocks there and there. Then temporary block there, 2 more blocks, and then a temporary block there. 4-tick repeater and a 1-tick, then a 4-tick repeater. Get out your dust, put dust there and there. Now go over here, put a block right there, get out your comparators, put a comparator right there, running into a sticky piston with a redstone block on its face. 3 blocks down, just like so. Block up, down, up, break out the temporary block. 3 dust, get out your repeaters, put a 4-tick repeater right there, block, block, 4-tick repeater, then block there and there, 1-tick, 1-tick, and then a 3-tick. So now, once you've got all that, go over here, put a sticky piston facing up with a block on its face, sticky piston with a redstone block on its face, 4 blocks, then block, block up, 2 down, up, down, dust on these 3, and you're going to need to place a block there to cut off the dust. 1-tick repeater, then a 4-tick, 4-tick, and a 4-tick. And once you've got that, that is your side all hooked up. When you flick your lever, you can see that your quad extends, as well as the triple and the double. And when you flick it once more, you can see that the triple, quad, and double also all retract. To get in the wall flattening, go down here, break out this block, and then put an observer facing up into a hopper, and then an observer detecting that hopper running into that piston. Replace that block, and then put your 4-tick repeater back. Get out a dropper dispenser lamp, put it there. Observer facing towards the back of the door, and down, block, block. And then go over here, have a piston facing down, torch, block, block. There we are. Sticky piston facing down with a redstone block on its face. And then a dust right there on top of that observer. That's all you can do for the sides without having the back. And because the entire door is symmetrical, you can just copy all this over to the other side, and then we can get started on the back. So to get started on the back, you're going to want to put a row of 9 blocks all along there. 4, 4, and then 3 obsidian. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2, and then a total of 8 obsidian, just like so. 4 blocks and 2 obsidian. And put blocks in those positions. 1 slime, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1. Put 5 temporary blocks, break out those 4, and then use this to position your quads. Just like so. Build up 2 blocks from there and there. Use this to position your double and your triples. There we are. Then 3 slime, and actually before you put in that slime, piston, block, observer, 3 slime, piston, block, and then put blocks there. Total of 5 normal pistons. Sticky pistons there and there, then there. Use this to position your more doubles and your triples. Temporary block there, use this to position your doubles. Do the same thing over on this side as well. And then put in your final 2 normal pistons, and then sticky pistons there and there. And that is the layout done and ready to be wired. So to get started on your wiring, put obsidian there, block, block, or actually move it to that. There we are. There we go. Go down here, obsidian there, block, block, up, down, up, 2 tick, 2 tick, 2 tick, just like so. And then, so now go over here, place blocks all along there at that level. Use these to position your 3 observers for the quad. Break out the blocks underneath them, and then put a zigzag of blocks, just like so. There we are. 2 tick, 2 tick, 2 tick, dust, 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 and then blocks, obsidian, dust there, 3 tick and a 2 tick, just like so. Torch, 3 blocks, dust, dust, and a 3 tick running into there. Go over here, put a block down, dust on it, block, block up, down, then repeater, repeater, both on 1 tick. Repeater, block up, oh, it's the wrong kind of block. Block up, down, and then repeater, just like so. Get out glass, block, block up, down, break out the temporary block, glass, and then for dust, just like that. And once you've got that, you can go over here, put down a 3 tick repeater, block up, down to the side, you can break out that temporary block. A repeater on 1 tick right there, then a block, observer facing down, 3 tick repeater, dust, dust, and then a sticky piston with an observer facing up on its face, just like so. And once you've got that, that is the quads all set up for this side. You can now mirror that over to this side. So start off with your line of blocks that you use to position the observers. There we go. Break out the blocks underneath them, and then create your zigzag. Dust, dust, dust. Whoop. 2 tick, 2 tick, 2 tick, and then blocks, obsidian there, dust, 3 tick repeater, 2 tick, then go over here, 3 tick repeater, block up, down to the side, break out that block, dust, 1 tick repeater, observer facing down, block, again go up here, dust, 3 tick repeater, then sticky piston with an observer facing up on its face, torch, 3 blocks, dust there, and then a 3 tick repeater. Go down here, block there, and there, dust, 1 tick, 1 tick, then block up, up, down, and down, 1 tick, 1 tick, block, block, glass, and then a block down right there for dust. And the way you're going to hook this up is by running in a line right here, block up there and there, dust on those 3 blocks, and then a 1 tick repeater there. 2 blocks down, block up and down, 4 tick repeater, 4 tick repeater, 4 tick repeater, just like so, just to lock your quads. Go over here, and then you can mirror that all over. So create your line, block up, up, 1 tick repeater, 3 dust, then 2 blocks down, 1 up, 1 down, 4 tick repeater, 4 tick repeater, and a 4 tick repeater.
So I realized my mic wasn't down for the last clip, so it's now down, and hopefully my voice will be much clearer. But onto the triples, put an obsidian block, and then 2 blocks just like so, 3 blocks there, observers facing in there and there, then break out the blocks underneath the observers, block there and there, then the zigzag in front of them, 3 tick, 2 tick, dust, dust there, dust, 4 tick repeater, observer detecting it running into a block, observer facing up into a block up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 tick, 2 tick, just like so. Then over here, you're going to want to take an output from this dust. So you're going to want to, first of all, continue your glass tower up a little bit. Bring that down, glass, dust, block up, down, 2 up, dust there and there, 1 tick repeater. And then once you've got that, you can go over here, dust, block, 1 tick repeater, block up, down, 3 tick repeater, observer facing in, block up, down, dust, then a block up right there, dust, dust, block, 2 tick repeater, block up, up, dust, and then block there and there with your 4 tick repeater running into that one. So now you can mirror this all over to the other side, so continue your glass chain up a little bit and then go set up your triple. Obsidian, 2 blocks, 3 blocks down here. Use this to position your observers, break out the blocks out underneath them, and then put your zigzag in. 2 tick and a 3 tick,
dust, 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 block, obsidian, and then a 4-tick repeater, observer running into a block, then an observer running into a block, up, 2 down, up, 2-tick, 2-tick. Whoop, there we are. And then you can go over here, bring that down, glass, dust, block up, down, 2 up, dust there and there, 1-tick repeater, go over here, block, repeater, block up, down, a 3-tick repeater running out of there, observer detecting it, block up, down, dust, dust there, cut off the dust, and then a 1-tick repeater. Do the same thing over on this side. There we go. Go over here, block, 2-tick, block down, up, up, dust on those 3 blocks, dust on that one, block up, down, and then a 4-tick repeater running into that one. So now, once you've got that, you are almost ready. Put dust there, although actually, no, don't do that. Block, and then a 1-tick repeater running into that block, just like so, to get the extension, the first extension of your triples. Now I appear to have missed something down here. So first of all, you are going to want to cut off that dust. Second of all, that dust as well. And I forgot to place in these blocks, so blocks there and there, obsidian, blocks there and there. And then your triple here is broken because I forgot to place in the blocks here. So obsidian, block, there we are. And so now when you flick your lever, you can see that you've got full extension of your quads, triples, and doubles, and when you flick it once more, you should now see the full retraction. There we go, just like that. So to get in the flattening for your quad, you're going to want to go in here, 4-tick repeater, temporarily break out this block right there, and then a 4-tick repeater, then an observer facing in right there. You can now replace your 3-tick, just like so. And then you've got it all set up and ready to go. Block, block, block. 4-tick, 4-tick. Break that out and put down a temporary block and a piston facing up. 2 observers, and then replace your 1-tick repeater. Do this on the other side as well. Block up, 2 down, 4-tick, 4-tick. Temporary block, and then a piston facing up. Break out that block, 4-tick repeater, block, and then a 4-tick repeater. Observer facing in, and then you can crouch for this, place those 2 observers, then a 1-tick repeater, and replace your 3-tick. That's 4. To get in the flattening for your triples, go over here. Hoppers, droppers, dispensers, or lamps. Observers facing down from them into blocks. Crouch, sticky piston with a redstone block on its face right there, and then a piston facing up right next to it with torches to either side of it, just like so. And then now you've got all that set up. Go over here. Obsidian, break out those 2 pistons. Put an observer facing down. 3-tick repeater, block, dust, dust, and then you can now replace those 2 pistons. Though it might be a little bit awkward. And now that you've got that, go over here, block, block up, block down, 4-tick, and a 2-tick, block up, observer facing down, 2-tick repeater, and then another observer facing down, sticky piston with an observer facing in right there, and then observer facing down, down, and then a 1-tick repeater, just like so. Over here, block down, up, down, 1-tick repeater, and then to get in the power to this thing, you're going to want to go over here, put a block right there, glass, block, block, 1-tick repeater, and 2 or 3 dust. That'll come later. Extend your glass tower up just a little bit. There we are. Forgot how I did it for a second. And then bring this line all the way over to here. Put down dust, repeater on 1-tick right here. and then that should be your inner double set up as well. Although, there is one last thing that you need to do. Go over here, place a torch, and you're going to need to actually change this up a little bit. So first of all, block, glass, and then a block right there, 1 tick repeater and dust. Do the same thing over on this side, so break this out. Block, glass, block, dust, 1 tick repeater. Then a torch, put an observer facing that way right there, and then a piston to push it. Then a hopper right here, and then an observer detecting that hopper. And you can do the exact same thing over on this side. So your observer, and then your piston to push the observer. There we go. Hopper right there, and then an observer to detect the hopper. There we go. And then, so now, you give your lever a flick. You can see that you have the full extension of your quads. And, forgot you need to put dust there. The inner extender's done as well. And now when you flick your lever, you can see that the double retracts and then the entire wall flattens. Now, you've done the back side. To finish it off, go over here, put a piston, sticky piston, cauldron, water, and then get out a comparator, block comparator, then get out a torch, have a torch right there, and then a piston facing down right there, torch right there, obsidian, block, 1 tick, and a 3 tick, block right there with dust on it, block, 2 blocks, 4 tick repeater, 2 tick repeater. Then you've got your triple all set up. Go over here, obsidian, 1 tick, block right there, a 3 tick repeater, observer, block up, down, dust, block right there with a 4 tick repeater on it, block up, torch, block, 2 blocks, 2 tick, 2 tick, block right there, sticky piston, and then an observer facing down right there. Mirror this all to the other side. So, sticky piston, your cauldron, water, block with the comparator on it, your piston facing down right here, so put a torch, then block, obsidian, 3 tick, and a 1 tick, block, dust, then 3 blocks, 2 tick, and a 4 tick. Go up here, obsidian, 1 tick, block, 3 tick repeater, observer that facing in that way, block up and down, dust, block here, 4 tick repeater, then a block with a torch on it, 3 more blocks, 2 tick, 2 tick, and then a block right there, a sticky piston with an observer facing down. You're almost done. I just need to place in the connecting line for this side. So go over here, put a block right there, glass, block, block, 1 tick repeater, and then 3 dust. And now, what you should see when you flick your lever, if everything has been done correctly, is you will see your back wall extends, so do your sides, and when you flick the lever once more, you can see that everything will open, the walls will flatten. So I appear to have done something incorrectly. Yes. So I appear to have set this up incorrectly. You're going to want to remove this little setup right here. Put a repeater on 1 tick there. Block down, repeater there. Or actually, move this over to here. There we go. Dust, 1 tick repeater. Sticky piston with a block on its face. And then continue your line up here. 2 blocks, 4 tick, and a 2 tick. And now, when you flick your lever, what you should see is your entire setup here is completed. So yeah, that's just about it for the tutorial. Hope this was helpful to at least some of you, and Levitate Gamer, I hope this helps you. But yeah, that's just about it for this video. I'm ViscosComb24. You can expect to see a few more cave trapdoors because this has made me want to make more trapdoors. But yeah, see you next time.